Hey everyone, real quick editing note before we can get into the actual content of the video. I promise you today's video for Halloween, it's like the little Halloween special, is going to be super upbeat and fun and just like a generally cheery, positive vibes type of time. But before we get into that, I did want to talk about something a little sadder, a little bit more serious, but it is important. And that is the fact that since it's Halloween, October 31st, that means that, the day after this goes up, November 1st, is November 1st. And if you're American, you might understand the significance of that. Due to the current government shutdown, SNAP benefits, which is food stamps, is set to run out. Unless they just do something insane overnight, which frankly, I don't really have a lot of trust that they will accomplish that, which means that come tomorrow, sorry, I'm like a little emotional about this one. Come tomorrow, there are going to be just thousands of families across America that suddenly don't know how to feed themselves, which is an absolutely atrocious position. No human being should ever be in that place, and I hate that for us. But on the bright side, the reason that I'm making this editing note is because I was introduced to a resource from my therapist. Shout out to them, they're a real one. It's just called findhelp.org. I'll have it linked in the description down below. The way it works is you put in your zip code, and this is something that's supposed to work like across America. I did try to like test it out with a few different zip codes, and all of them worked for me. So it seems like something that is working across the nation. So you'll put in your zip code, and it gives you this big, long laundry list of different resources you might need, from food, healthcare, housing, childcare, like just all sorts of resources that you might need because of how awful everything is. And then you can go in and click on the type of resources you need, and it will give you locations nearest to you that can help you with those things that are like fundamental for your health and your livelihood. So please do feel free to use that resource if it's something you need. They are working on it like every day, adding more stuff to it and adding more resources in there. So even if you look and you don't necessarily see what you need now, definitely check back. And if you are in a position where you don't need that stuff, then absolutely just share it with anyone you know who might need it. Share it on your socials, whatever you can do to sort of spread it around. Just, I think it's a really nice all-in-one resource, like one place where you can go to try to find the help that you need. So I know that's like a little bit of a bummer way to start out this video, but God, I'm really trying not to cry in the intro here. I just hate that this is a place where we're at. I hate that we live in a world where like human beings don't just have the right to be alive. I think that's absolutely fucking disgusting and insane. And yeah, like I said, I just think this is a really good resource, and I just wanted to be able to share that with you so that hopefully it reaches someone who might need it. So please do take advantage of that in any way that you need to, or spread it any way that you can. But now we can actually get into the happy part of the video. Sorry about that, but hopefully that helps someone. Now we can go. Hey folk, welcome back, and happy Halloween to everyone. Today I'm a cozy, fancy little bat, and for today's video we're going to be taking a look at and reacting to some of your Halloween themed doll creations. So I have done a few videos sort of in this vein. I want to do more. I just they are somewhat time intensive for me, and I keep having other things going on, but I've done a little like mini series of videos where I've reacted to your submissions for doll restyles, doll photography, and doll fan art. I think those are the three categories that we've covered so far. And so we're doing a similar thing today where you guys sent in images of like your doll creations again for me to react to, but this time they're all Halloween themed because it's Halloween. This is actually a suggestion from one of you guys, so thank you to the person who said I should do this, because I do think it's a very, very cute idea to do like not only the normal sort of reactions and showcase some of the things that you guys create, but also little holiday themed ones. If you guys are up for it, we could totally do one in December as well for like all of the, sort of wintry holidays going around that time. So please let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But again, today we're focusing on the spooky, on Halloween. For this one, the like main rule, it didn't matter what sort of like medium it was. It could be a restyle, it could be like photography, it could be a big diorama, anything like that is totally fine. But the only rule was that it had to be Halloween specific. So like Monster High, they're all monsters, but like that's the premise of the brand. So I didn't want to have any Monster High dolls that just like come in their stock outfits. Customized or redressed or post Monster High dolls, completely fine. But yeah, just like a basic image of like Dracula standing there. It doesn't really count as Halloween to me, despite the fact that she was a monster. So those were the parameters for the submissions for today. Enormous, enormous thank you to those of you who did submit, because obviously a video like this would not be possible if none of you guys participated. Due to like the very, very specific theming, we did definitely get fewer submissions, which is totally fine. Like that makes sense because it's a lot more narrow and niche of a like criteria for you. So this is going to be a bit of a shorter video than the other iterations, but it'll still be lots and lots of fun. So as with like the previous ones that I've done, I will have credit in like text form on all of the pictures, just because I feel like that's easier. I can't mispronounce anything and I can't like get anything mixed up, and that way you can see it like the entire time the picture is on screen. So that's how we'll be crediting everyone who submitted. And then at the end of the video, I will do like a little slideshow version of all the images in case you want to be able to see them all in a row and be able to like pause for your favorites and everything without me yapping away in the background. So I think that's everything we needed to say. I'm already getting warm under these lights. Let's go. First off, we're starting with a couple of submissions from someone who wanted to share their living dead dolls. And these are so, so fun to me. This first one here, lots of cat imagery. So obviously I'm super into it. I also just really, really like the specific cats that are being featured here because it feels very classic Halloween to me, if that makes sense. Like I know I've seen similar pictures to this of cats like around Halloween time as I was growing up. And so something about this just feels so inherently nostalgic, even though I had never seen this picture before, because obviously one of you guys created it. It's just so fun. Like it really evokes the era of Halloween, like when I was a like young child. And I'm sure like even before that, like this would evoke some of that nostalgia for people who are a little bit older than me too. It's very cute, very fun. Again, cats, so I'm a little bit biased, but I do really like this one. And then again, from the same person with a different Living Dead doll. This one is so cute. All of the candy corn in this bag. And I really, really love the bag too, because it's like not, you know, a cutesy little pumpkin thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there is like a cutesy pumpkin in the background, or like a pillowcase or whatever you might think of for quote unquote traditional like trick or treat bags. It feels very like sack like almost. I feel like that sounds like a negative thing, but I think it really, really fits the doll themselves. Like it looks like just an extension of their costume, which I think is really, really cool. And just the scenery and the framing of this photo is absolutely excellent. Immaculate Halloween vibes to start off with. Next up, we do have a Monster High doll, but this one has been customized, and I am so impressed with this skeleton doll. Like, she looks so, so cool. The blacked out eyes to be, you know, more accurate to a true skeleton, and especially if you zoom in on the hands and then the feet, like the painting on there. I don't want to say dry brushing because I don't know if that's like actually the technique this person used, but the painting and like the detail on there to really amplify what's already in the sculpt. It looks so, so good. It's really fascinating to see like a Monster High skeleton, but making it more grimy, because obviously the Monster High skeletons that we have, like Skeleta and the Create a Monster, and even like Jack Skellington, they're all, you know, still fairly bright and colorful. Like they're not necessarily super duper grungy and creepy. Whereas this one is definitely getting more into that grunginess, and it just looks so, so sick. I love it. Excellent job. Okay, I don't know if y'all are ready for this next one. These are so, so impressive. So these are a series of shelf displays that this person has put together for Halloween, and I'm genuinely just in awe, especially as someone who has my shelves that are pretty much just packed with just the dolls. Like I don't really have that much scenery going on. Something like this is so, so cool. So for the first shelf here, we've got a series of Barbies and then some little Kellys. I'm going to call them Kellys. I think they're maybe Chelsea's now, but it's really hard for me to like remember what the tiny Barbies are supposed to be called, especially because not only have they changed names, but also depending on where you live in the world, they just like have been called different things. So we're just gonna go with Kelly's. The one that's in the like little cauldron, the little potion thing, is so, so stinking cute to me. I love the witch Barbie with the orange and purple. Like she's a very, very pretty one. And the entire setup is just genuinely gorgeous. There's so many tiny items. There's a snake skeleton, which is absolutely sick. Like I'm genuinely speechless. Like, I just think stuff like this is so, so fun. I always say if it's in miniature, it's probably cuter because, like, everything is just so adorable when it's nice and tiny. And all of these tiny little details are super impressive. Their next shelf is more of like an outdoor little Halloween setting. And there are so many little tiny Kellys with all of their trick or treat boxes. And I'm literally going to like throw up or cry or something. I just think that this is so so precious. Like it seems like a tiny thing, I think, because obviously if you have like kids and Halloween together, it makes sense for them to have their trick or treat pails. But to see them on such a small scale and to see these kids like sitting next to their pails and digging in and like looking through the candy, I'm gonna cry. Like I'm genuinely gonna cry. I just think this is so adorable and it's like so in the spirit of Halloween. It's just absolutely precious. I have to move on before I genuinely start sobbing. This one's another indoor scene, sort of more of like a living room setting. I'm obsessed with the decor on the walls. Like these little ghost prints is so cute. And the frames, they have the frames. I'm gonna throw up, y'all. I keep saying that, but I'm being so for real about this. I just think it's so fun. We've got Elphaba hanging out in the corner there, still a whole bunch of the little Kellys. I just, it's so, so cute. That little coffin, like coffee table, that is excellent. That is genuinely excellent. It looks sort of like the coffins that they have at Michael's, but I don't know if I've ever seen them this small or if I just haven't been paying attention. But I love that. That's an excellent use of the coffin. Like it's just so it's such a nice little detail because you don't necessarily notice it at first because it's just like, oh yeah, of course there's a coffee table there. But no, that's themed too, and I think it's incredible. And then the last scene here, I was gonna say it might be my favorite, but I really did almost cry at the Kellys on the lawn. But like this one, just this feels the most Halloween to me, maybe. I mean, it literally has a happy Halloween decoration in the back, but the garlands with the cats and the pumpkins and the mainly black and white color scheme, I just think is so it's just so precious. It's obviously very classic and it's just fun to have that because it's like orange and black for a lot of people immediately evokes Halloween. And so I do think it's really, really cute when you have an entire setup that's like mostly orange and black because it's just so quintessentially Halloween, so traditionally Halloween, and so fun. Everyone looks like they're lounging and having a good time. There's this one little girl in like pigtails and this cat outfit, and that I swear to God, that was me as a child. Me. I God, how many years was I a cat? I must have been a cat at least 5 Halloweens out of my childhood, which doesn't necessarily sound like a lot, but, like, for an event that only comes around once a year, the fact that I didn't wanna shake it up, I just wanted to keep being a cat. I just think that's so it's funny, and I think it's so cute that this scene looks so good and feels so Halloween and reminds me of that funny little memory, so mad kudos. Next up, we have a customized Draculaura that is a little bit more decked out for Halloween. This is really, really fun. I am especially obsessed with the like veil across her face. I don't know what it is. I just think that those always look so mysterious and interesting, like on dolls. I love it, especially like mixed with the hair that's sort of braided and wrapped around. So so pretty, and we have some added almost like this print always just reminds me of a jester. So I I'm sorry for anyone that like is a negative connotation, but for me it's very positive. This little diamond pattern, I love that. The little like frills above her boots. This is really cool. I do really love this. Another custom, this one is an original character that has been made using an Ever After High doll, and she's like a pumpkin themed character. This is so cool. Okay, so here's the first outfit that you get to see, which is already excellent, but I will spoil a little something, something. The next one's going to be better. But to go ahead and take a look at this, I think the outfit is really genuinely cute. Like, I think this cedar that they chose was a great call. I really love her base doll for some reason. This is like one of my favorite cedar woods. And I just like the color of her hair and everything. The bright green bow is an excellent pop of color too. Super duper cute. But her head also gets taken off on occasion and she gets to have her jack-o'-lantern head. And like, how can I not be obsessed with that? That is so stinking cool, so fun. I love how expressive the jack-o'-lantern is because, like, obviously it's a static face, but it still feels very expressive. And the little, like, blushes, shut up. Shut up. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm obsessed. Next up, a couple submissions from the same person. So this first one is a Disney ILY doll dressed up in a Halloween Barbie's outfit. She's so cute. Like, I feel like the Halloween Barbies give me a little bit of nostalgia because, as we know, Halloween Barbies like aren't really a thing anymore. You don't get to just walk into Walmart in October and find a Halloween Barbie on the shelf, but like that used to be a thing that they released every year. And so I think inherently, anytime there's like a Halloween Barbie outfit, it's just like takes you back a little bit. At least it does for me. But breathing sort of new life into the outfit by putting it on a different doll, you wouldn't think it would make that much of a difference, but it genuinely does to me. Like it's just so cute. And this IOI looks excellent in the Barbie outfit. I also love the little pumpkin she's holding. It looks like it's a little velvet pumpkin. And when I tell you I'm a sucker for a good velvet pumpkin. Like it's kind of a problem actually. So I really love it. And then the second photo is a bunch of different dolls. I believe these are all Disney IOY dolls also, but they're dressed up as like, is Sailor Scouts the right term? I'm so sorry. I don't know much about Sailor Moon, but they're dressed up in like the outfits from Sailor Moon. This is so adorable, and also like the dedication and the time that this had to have taken to get all these dolls and redress them all and like get all the outfits separately too. This, it looks so good, and it reminds me of when friend groups do like big coordinated costumes, and so they all have costumes that like relate to each other. This looks like a group of friends who all wanted to be Sailor Moon characters, and I it's just so cute. I love it. This next submission is some Monster High dolls, and very fittingly, because it definitely feels creepy cute to me, and it comes with a joke. So, what do zombies get for trick or treats? Brain candy, of course. I think that's so cute. And they also made a note that the LOL heads that the Ghoulias are chomping down on are from candy themed dolls. This is genuinely funny. Like, y'all know I'm not generally a Ghoulia fan. I don't want her in my collection, but I can appreciate her in other people's collections. And especially when she's used like this, I think this is hilarious. Like, not only is this a thematic, fun Halloween picture, but like, it's also funny and there's like layers to it. It's all the zombies and they're like eating the brain. This is funny. This is funny and I love it. And I like just enjoy that it's a little bit tongue in cheek. I think it's very fun, very on theme, and like just silly goofy. It puts a smile on my face. Just a couple more to get through here. As I said, this is like a significantly shorter video, but like I still had to highlight y'all's work. And this next picture I think is a heavy case in point. Like I couldn't not put this in the video. This is so impressive. So this is a G1 Frankie Stein doll from Monster High with a hand sewn outfit, and it's like based on an actual Victorian fancy dress devil costume. Hello, that is so cool and unique. Like I just think it's so fun that this person not only was like, "Oh, I want to make a costume for my doll for Halloween," but also to make it like a historical thing. It's just so different than what you usually see. And I'm so impressed with the craftsmanship here. Like I feel a little bit bad because I'm not sure exactly what to say because I'm literally just blown away by all of the details and the layers, and the silhouette is so cool. Like I just don't know what to do with myself. Like genuinely, I just think it's so good. I've never wanted a G1 Frankie like this before, but I'm almost convinced. Another editing note, really quick. The lovely human being who was kind enough to share their creation of the dress on Frankie was also like above and beyond lovely because they have made a pattern and given me a link to share it with you guys. So it is on Google Drive, and that will be linked in the description down below. So if any of you also want to make that dress for your Monster High dolls, G1, that's like the body type that it'll fit on, but you totally can. So just the biggest, like fattest shout out to this person. That's so sweet of you, and I hope you guys enjoy that resource. This next image, we've got several different dolls featured here, and this is like something about it feels so eerie and so cool to me. I know a bunch of the face ups were done by like the person who submitted this, and some of the outfits were hand sewn, which is super cool again to get to see the craftsmanship and the skill that you guys have. Like every one of these videos, I'm continually just blown away by your creativity. I think it's so impressive. So it's like a little coven of characters all gathered together to mix up their little potion. And if you zoom into the potion, you can see that there's hands in there. That's crazy. I love that. Like, I just think it's so weird. It's very fitting for Halloween. And again, like something about the like coloring of this photo and like the lighting and everything, it feels eerie in the best way. I think this is so funky. The last submission from you guys, I have a couple of photos from this person. So both of the dolls featured in these pictures are this person's mini-me's. So like, you know, the doll that is designed to sort of serve as a tiny version of yourself and sort of represent you. Side note, it's crazy that I don't have any mini-me's. I need to get on that like immediately. But for this first one, we have one of their mini-me's dressed up as Wednesday Addams, and then the second one is a vampire. Very, very cute. The little thing hand on the side, excellent use. I think that came with some of the Wednesday dolls. But it's cool to see it on like a more customized doll. Not that like, you know, you can't enjoy it on the Wednesday doll as it comes, but I do just think it's like fun to see in that capacity. I also love seeing a rainbow high doll with like the big black frame glasses, super duper cute. And then the dress on the vampire I think is so gorgeous, like that lace. I need it immediately. But I do think the second picture is my favorite of the two because they're both dressed as witches. And like, I just like the idea that they're matching. I think that that's really precious. I also like that they're sort of singular colors. So obviously one is like green witch and then one is purple witch. And it's very cute. Along with all of the cats, I was occasionally a witch for Halloween. And I was, in fact, a purple witch one year. So I'm feeling a little bit connected to this. The dresses are both really, really impressive and like they just look so cutie together. Even though they're obviously dolls from different brands, somehow they mesh so well. And I love that. So as I said, that is the last submission from you guys. But if it's okay with you, I would like to tack on my own little submission at the end here because my 18-inch dolls, Evie and Lila, did get Halloween costumes and they're just so cute that I can't not share it. Like, I had to. They're not necessarily like perfect costumes, but I do think that they're really precious little Halloween outfits. So we have Evie in the purple, like more ghost themed outfit, and then we have Lila in the black skeleton outfit. And I'm not going to spend too much time tooting my own horn because this video is like definitely about you guys, but I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope that you think they're as cute as I do. But now that's like the actual real life end of the video. Once again, huge, huge shout out and thank you to everyone who submitted, especially because like I know that it can be sort of a scary thing to put anything you've created out there on the internet. Like it can feel a little bit frightening to share things that you've poured your heart and soul into. So mad kudos to everyone for your courage in doing so and like your skill and all of this jazz. Like you guys are just so fun and creative, and I love doing videos like this. I know, as I said in the intro, I haven't been doing them as often, but it really is just because, like, I'm extremely overwhelmed with, like, life things. I'm going to be fine, but just I haven't had time lately. I really want to have time more in the future to do more of these, though, because I think it's so, so fun, and I love getting to showcase the stuff that y'all are capable of, because you're capable of incredible things. Like, you absolutely just amaze me. So yeah, I would love to do more of these. Please, please do let me know if you want me to do a winter or like winter holiday themed one. I'd be open for either theme or both. I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below because I really would love to be able to highlight more of the things that you guys make. I think that it's just like a really cool, fun thing that I have an opportunity to do. So thank you again, and thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Happy Halloween once again, but that is finally it for today. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.